So there definitely is a ton of insane stuff happening to Lucid Motors stock again, especially with the merger now being complete and the company finally trading on its own. But as we are still down almost 22% since the recent highs of about $29, while currently trading at right below $23, what we are going to do today is give you an updated insight into what is happening to the ticker symbol LCID as well as what the merger and some huge news we'll be going through later on means for Lucid's future and break down exactly whether it is still a buy at the end. And as the analysis in the video is absolutely crucial to consider before buying the stock, make sure to stay tuned. But before we jump right in, just hit that subscribe button down below. And as we'll keep you updated on breaking news and awesome trading opportunities every single day, subscribing would not only help us but also you. So there is really no excuse for not smashing the subscribe button, it's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you feel so. Alright, so let's start talking about the stock. And with its initial public offering behind, and the first cars literally about to be delivered in the next few weeks which we'll take a deeper look at in a second, there's a ton of stuff to cover again, starting however with the still definitely biggest story. And although we talked about this in way more detail about 2 videos ago, we'll still briefly go over it, also because the current price continues to be heavily influenced by this incredible news. So shareholders of Lucid have now finally approved the from many people desperately awaited merger, resulting in the stock going public on the 26th of July under the new ticker symbol LCID. The fact that it went public through the somewhat less traditional SPAC, however, has probably also attributed to the about 16% drops we've seen since opening at about $27. But with the SPAC issues now behind, shareholders can start focusing more on the actual business side of the company, with Lucid Motors being an especially amongst investors highly popular EV company. And if the company can actually prove to be able to compete in the extremely competitive EV space, there certainly is some incredible growth ahead, which is also a crucial reason for the initial more than 675% spikes at the beginning of the year. Nonetheless, there are still some huge challenges and other aspects to strongly consider before buying the stock, beginning with the actual zero cars that the company has delivered so far. But, as shortly mentioned before, the astonishing more than 10,000 pre-orders of for example the Lucid Air are literally expected to be delivered anytime soon. And here is also where another very important factor becomes critical for our prediction at the end again, the actual price of those vehicles. This also plays a decisive role in regard to the competition we talked about, as this opens some huge opportunities in a market where almost no other big player, not even the ton of legacy auto manufacturers who are currently also investing heavily into EV, are dominating right now, the luxury market of electric vehicles. And coming back to the mentioned price, with cars like the Lucid Air Dream Edition that starts at $169,000, the company is able to target a group of completely different customers than for example Tesla does with its approach to focus on the broader sector. So with the IPO as the perfect setup, the company would pretty much be able to be a leader in this new market if it holds true to its promises. Another critical factor to consider, however, is the tremendous hype amongst investors, particularly retail traders with literally limitless potential as we've seen it a lot on other meme stocks, or even Lucid Motors one in January. So here's what to expect next. Lucid anticipates strong production expansion over the next 5 years, with the release of an SUV in 2023 and sales of about 48,000 units. And given Lucid's own estimates for the next 5 years, it's easy to see why investors are so excited about the company's prospects. Nonetheless, as said before, there is a lot of competition as well as legacy manufacturers committing to more EV-heavy product lines. Nevertheless, there certainly is a ton of potential here for Lucid Motors as well, especially if everything goes according to plan, also trading at relatively cheap prices under the $25 mark considering that some jumps are definitely very likely when the first cars get rolled out and some positive news follow. And now that the merger is finalized, there will undoubtedly be a fresh wave of investors interested in the stock. However, if retail traders continue to pump up the stock, even some short-term increase is very likely. Alright, if you liked this video and want to support our mission of providing free financial information here on YouTube, please ensure you're subscribed and definitely consider leaving a like. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.